First out and last in. It's a big birthday for an important aircraft in the Navy, the E-2, which plays a big role in keeping ships safe while overseas.
News 3 is at Naval Station Norfolk this morning, celebrating the 60th anniversary of the E-2's maiden flight. Our Anthony Sabella live with a closer look at the aircraft and its mission. Beautiful morning out there too, Anthony.
I know when you got a sunrise like this, you have to be able to come outside, right? So we're here out on the flight line. You can see some of the E-2s here behind me. We have one of the squadrons here just completing their walks to make sure there's nothing on the flight line that could cause any problems when they take off a little bit later. But we're lucky enough this morning to be joined by Command Master Chief Sam Rivera with the VAW 121 Blue Tails, which we've had you guys for Squadron of the Month. I know we had you on TV last year, so if we have any avid viewers, they might be like, I know that guy. But let's talk about, we're here to talk about the E-2 this morning, right? So the E-2 Hawkeye, that's the latest version of this aircraft celebrating 60 years. Talk about how your job makes it so these missions can be completed with these aircraft.
Great. Good morning. So, as you said, I'm Command Master Chief Rivera. I'm the Command Master Chief of VAW 121. So my job is, as the senior enlisted leader of the command, is to report directly to the commanding officer in regards to morale, welfare, training, and the ability for the sailors to do their jobs day in and day out. I report directly to him for that, to make sure that everything is going the way it should. What's important to me day in and day out is I walk these planes, I walk and see what the sailors are doing, ask them how they're doing, making sure they're doing okay. To me, the most important thing is to make sure if the sailors have everything going on good and they're getting taken care of from the command, that helps them turn the wrenches better and be focused on the job they're doing every day so these birds can go up in the air and be safe.
And we talk about how these planes are the first ones out, last ones in. I mean, they are making sure everyone out in the strike group is staying safe. They can detect, threats, things like that. So, I mean, you can't talk too much about how important this job is. I mean, these planes are huge in naval safety.
They absolutely are. And it amazes me every day being on deployment and watching the sailors work on these planes as they fly. It's amazing to see the work that they do. We have 18-year-old sailors out here putting these pilots up in the air safely every day. It's a huge responsibility for someone that age, and to have the trust that we have in them. And like I said, the most important thing is to make sure that as long as they're taken care of from us, they're going to do that job the right way and make sure everyone is safe. And
you've been in the Navy, you said, over 2 decades, 22 years. It's a long time.
Yes.
But this time, in this squadron, is your first time working with aircraft like this. So you just talk about, your journey and how it kind of led you to this moment.
So the first 20 years of my career, I've been on aircraft carriers as an engineer. So coming here is my first time aviation. It was pretty eye-opening. It was a lot to take in. But very quickly, I learned how amazing naval aviation is, and I love coming here every day and doing this. It really is. It's completely different. And the sailors are the same across the fleet, though. They all want to do a good job and do right by what the job is.
CMC, thanks so much for being here this morning. I really appreciate it. This is the second time you've been on TV with us. Maybe he'll be on TV with us again. I appreciate it. CMC Sam Rivera with the Blue Tails here, one of the squadrons flying the E-2 Hawkeye. Big 60th anniversary this morning, and really excited to be here. Obviously, a beautiful morning as well. So, not done just yet. We're gonna talk with the commanding officer of the squadron. He's one of the guys that gets into the cockpit and flies these things. We'll have that for you a little bit later here on News 3 and WGNT. For now, though, we'll send it back to you live from Naval Station Norfolk.